and welcome to episode 195 of the Legacy Let's Plays series. Today is going to be the last episode in 1.20.6. If all goes according to plan, yesterday the 1.21 update would have come out, and that means the next episode will be in 1.21, which is very, very exciting. To start off today, I just want to show you the work that I have done over here in the Nether. So we had this intersection here, and I changed the carpet on the floor to mostly black with a little speckling of gray, just to add some visual interest. And I had this netherrack ceiling that I kind of liked, but it looked a little unfinished. So I swapped it out for netherwort, and it's a really deep red, and I think it fits very, very nicely. I added some signs, so we're consistent there. And then I did a bit of work down here. This tunnel is a little bit weird, and it's weird because it intersects another fortress. And so sometimes I've seen blazes in this hallway, which is not great. I've seen piglins, and since we're going through a crimson forest and we haven't gotten all the carpet and all that out here yet, hoglins are a little bit of a nuisance right now as well. So between episodes, I got the floor installed all the way out to the nether portal, and then I did a little bit of work on the left-hand side of the hallway. So you'll see as we kind of walk along here, this left side is pretty well finished. And then the nether brick continues along. We need to mine all of this out. You know, I'm thinking here, where it kind of opens up for just a short little bit, I might do this in glass, just so that we can appreciate some of the scenery, and then we'll go back to our hallway design, and that'll go all the way out to the portal. So I think the other thing I want to figure out today is this blaze farm situation. We want to add a new stairway that meets up with the existing stairway, and then continues on down here. So somewhere along here, that stairway will come in, and then we'll need to create a little bit of a landing, and that means I'll need to adjust, and then we might need to adjust the stairs so that everything fits. The ceiling is a little less consistent, and so I'm not sure if we're going to need to adjust it or not. We'll just kind of see how this all comes together. But I think that is where we're going to start today. And then we'll get the tunnel out to the amusement park and the Mushroom Island all finished. And I think the other thing I want to do today is I want to finish out our maps. I don't know if you remember, but there was one map up by the Chicken Falls build that hadn't been explored yet. And if we do that, then all of our 1.20.6 area will be explored. But first things first, let's dig into this and see what happens. Okay, this wasn't too bad here. So we walk in and it does a little platform stairs. And then you can see here when we walk in through this side, same thing. Little platform stairs. Now the only problem here is this stair is intersecting with this stair, and I want this to all be a landing. So we need to move this one over one, which kind of means we need to move everything over one. Okay, I feel super good about this. So when we get to the intersection, we've got our old door and we've got a new door. So when we go into the old door, pretty similar experience to what we had before. Went ahead and scooted all of these stairs over one. So instead of being here, they're just here. Otherwise, you can't even tell. It wasn't that big a deal. When we come back up, when we get to this landing, we can either continue straight up or we can turn right. And I just sort of mirrored what we've got going on over here. A little bit of a break in the design just because we were doing a pedestal or a pillar of basalt every 2 blocks, but this is 3 wide, so we're missing one right here. But if I wouldn't have said anything, you probably wouldn't have even noticed because it all kind of lumps together and looks all ruined, and I think it's pretty cool looking. So now that this is good, let's see if we can get the tunnel done. So in these ender chests, this one, I ran out to the desert, got a bunch of sand, and then went to the tower base and cooked it up to make some glass. I also got a bunch of rose bushes so that we could dye this glass red. And I want to use that up here in that clearing. We got a few materials in here. This was full of nether bricks when we started this project, and you can see I've used almost 2/3 of a shulker box so far. I'm hoping this will get us through a bit farther, and then like I was saying, we can start mining that nether fortress down there to get more materials. So I think I'm just gonna start here and see if I can get all the way down to that next clearing. Okay, we have another stretch of tunnel. Goes way down here. Looks really great until we get to this spot where it opens up. And like I was saying, I think I want to use glass here just because this is kind of an interesting view a little bit. You know, we can see down there, we can see down there, we can see up here. So I'm going to do that, and then we will get back into this design on the other side. Okay, so now we've got some red glass on either side. Nothing fancy, just a nice window on either side so we can look out into the crimson forest. And I think that's a nice break in this very, very long tunnel. The next thing, I'm gonna just do the same design we had down there through here, and then we'll see how close we can get to the portal. Well, I am out of nether bricks. Ran through that whole shulker box. So just past the glass hallway, not completely done, but really, really close. Got most of the walls in, a bit of the ceiling. I got the soul soil in. And when we get here, there's still quite a lot to do. And then we just need to move the portal from down there to up here. I will work on mining more nether brick between episodes, but today I want to finish our map. we have pretty well exposed all of our northern half of the map, except for that one right there. And right in the middle there, you can kind of see a little flag that says Chicken Falls. For those of you who've been watching a while, that was just a weird build that I wanted to do kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And what it is a waterfall of chickens. Just used a little bit of redstone to kind of keep cycling them up a water stream and then dumping them off of a cliff, and then they float down and it kind of recycles them. It was a little bit of a mess because of a weird mechanic where sometimes chickens drift sideways. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this looks like. See if I can grab that map. Great. And let's see, we are over here at the tower. So if we fly northwest, we should end up there. Let's see what we find. Still going. Look at it go. Still broken too. You can see chickens obviously escaping. Chickens perched up on the ledges. Chickens flying sideways for some reason. But they keep laying eggs, and the eggs keep getting dispensed and hatched. So it's kind of a never-ending waterfall of chickens. It's so dumb. Well, we filled out our map. It wasn't super exciting as far as like stuff. You know, there was a zombie village, which was kind of cool. Lots of ice, lots of ocean. But at least the map is now filled out. So let's head back to base and take a look at our completed map and see what that looks like in all its glory. That guy goes there. There it is. That's the entire world explored. Pretty incredible. And we started down here in the spawn chunks. We did all of this building down here by the city and our first base. Built the zoo, did our ocean monument. Interesting thing, 1.21 fixes the bug with this little green thing on the map. It's been there for a bit, and so supposedly 1.21 we won't have the green thing on the maps anymore like we do here and here. We got our mountain temple, and then we came up here to the tower. Got our mesa and desert builds. Way up there is Chicken Falls, our jungle compound, and our dig site. Eventually, we're going to have our amusement park over here, and there's tons more to explore. You know, honestly, I don't think we're ever going to run out of ideas or room to build. So keep them coming. If you've got ideas for builds and that sort of thing, we'll get to it eventually. We'll put it up on the wall of tasks and we'll tackle it. Next episode, we are going to be in 1.21. And I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and track down a trial chamber. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, click join down below. It really helps me out. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.